Welcome back to Mimi's Organic Eats. Today we're making sourdough Irish soda bread. And I'm using sourdough discard today in this St. Patrick's Day bread recipe. But this bread is so quick, so easy, and it's thick and fluffy that you can make it all year round. Let me show you guys how to make it. So first we're gonna preheat the oven to 425 degrees. So I'm gonna make this in my stand mixer today for ease because you guys know that I'm a lazy bread baker. But if you guys wanna use your hands, you can totally do that too. So we're starting out with 300 grams of all-purpose flour in the bowl of our stand mixer. And I'm just using the paddle attachment today. Even though this is a bread, you don't need to use the dough hook because this dough is like a little bit more similar to pie dough than it is to an actual bread dough. So first we're gonna add in half a teaspoon of baking soda. And then 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Now we're just gonna mix this on low just for a few rotations just to combine the dry ingredients. So next we're gonna combine our buttermilk and our sourdough discard together. And so I'm just using my sourdough discard straight from the fridge and we have 113 grams. Next we're gonna need 1 cup of buttermilk. And now if you guys don't have buttermilk, you can easily make it at home using just 2 ingredients you guys probably already have in your kitchen. So to make homemade buttermilk, you're just gonna add 1 cup of whole milk and then 1 tablespoon of either lemon juice or white vinegar. And you guys can even use apple cider vinegar too. Mix it up and then you have homemade buttermilk, which is actually what I did today with just a little bit of lemon juice. So now we're just gonna add our sourdough discard into the buttermilk mixture and we're gonna whisk to combine it completely. We wanna make sure to combine this completely to prevent the bread from having a gummy texture. Now we're just gonna go ahead and set this aside for a minute while we chop up our cold butter. So now I have 56 grams of cold butter straight from the fridge and we're gonna chop this into small cubes. This would be just like if you're chopping butter for pie crust. Now we're just gonna take our butter and add it into a bowl with the flour. Now we're gonna mix on low until the mixture looks like wet sand. And all that means is the flour is going to coat the butter and you're gonna have like a little bit like crumbly kind of texture. This is super similar to making pie crust in your stand mixer. Then you're going to add in the sourdough discard and buttermilk mixture. Continue to mix until you have like a sticky dough. Then we're gonna stop the mixer. So now we're gonna cover this dough with a towel and just let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. This is going to let the flour hydrate, which will make the dough less sticky and easier to work with. So now it's time to knead the bread. So we're gonna flour our work surface. Now we're gonna dump the dough out onto the flour and knead it for about 5 minutes or until the dough looks smooth. Feel free to add more flour if the dough is sticky. As you work the dough and knead it, then you're gonna round it into a tight ball. Then we're going to transfer the dough to a cast iron skillet that's lined with parchment paper. Using a bench scraper or a knife, slice the dough in quarters. This will help bake it all the way through. Then pinch the corners to help ensure that the bread bakes in a round loaf. Now it's time to bake this at 425 degrees for about 30 to 45 minutes or until the loaf is golden brown. And now we have delicious sourdough Irish soda bread. This bread is perfect with a big slab of butter. It goes well with so many kinds of meats, salads, and more. And this bread is nice and thick and it soaks up French toast batter just perfectly. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and leave a comment below. And if you want more sourdough discard recipes, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join me next time in the kitchen.